Good afternoon, Andrew Smith from Royal LePage, Kelowna. Welcome to Coffee with Andy, a weekly Kelowna market housing update. Today, we're at Sprout. It's called Sprout. Not sure if it's Sprout Bakery anymore or Sprout Coffee, but Sprout. Cannery Lane, in behind Prospera. The lake's just over there. Coston is right here. We're in what we call the cultural district, and it's nice. The afternoon coffee crowd is always different than the morning coffee crowd. These people are the real deal. No decaf people here. This is double shot of this. I've only got a couple of hours to get through this day. Bring it on. But anyway, this must be the most popular coffee spot in Kelowna. It's just crowded here. I think it's a lot of out-of-town people because I never seem to recognize anyone in here, where if you go to other coffee shops, you always know somebody or recognize somebody and give them a nod to. But here it just seems to be a lot of the people staying at the Delta Grand or wherever. But yeah, really nice spot. For the week ending July 13th, 2025, we recorded 41 residential sales, which is okay. Median sale price of $890,000, which is okay. This is up from the previous week when we only had 35 residential sales, and it looked like we were falling off a cliff. We knew we'd turn it around, and we did. We're behind last year, same week when we recorded 48 sales, but that bounces back and forth also. It's par for the course, to borrow a golfing analogy. Of the 41, 23 were on the Kelowna side of the bridge, 18 were on the west side of the bridge, so probably pretty average as well. We still have about 1,900 houses for sale, which is, that's staying steady. We're not seeing a lot of new inventory come onto the market. Yeah, 1,900. If it was 2,600, we'd be seeing price softening and prices going down, but prices aren't doing that in residential. So there's about 8 months of supply, maybe 7.5 months of supply. So the market's okay. The apartment side of it, this is usually the worst part of these videos, but it's not so bad this week. We have 962 for sale, that's maintaining. 317 of them are vacant, which is a lot. So, roughly 1 in 3 of condo apartments for sale have no one living in them. So there's an abundance of supply, but we sold 26 units last week, which is way up from the 17 sold the week before. Hopefully that's not a blip, not some sort of statistical anomaly, and we'll see that get into the 30s sooner or later. So we're in the third quarter. The third quarter is the most important quarter. If you're thinking of selling your house, this is your last crack at it. Once you get to October, November, December, it's locals buying from locals. At least in July, August, September, we still have out-of-town people. We still have Lower Mainlanders here. We have Albertans here. We don't have any Americans buying houses, I don't think, but we certainly have out-of-town money. And if you are on the market and it's not selling, you're probably one price reduction away from getting an offer. Because things are moving, and it's almost we're almost cannibalizing each other in lowering our prices. But the ones who go from 1.3 down to 1.225, they're the ones getting the offers. They're the ones getting sold. So it's almost like a market where it's just one more price reduction or one price reduction away from generating an offer. That's about it. Thanks so much for watching. Talk to everybody next week.